vaccine debate now on whether your employer can require you to get a vaccination. ABC's Deirdre Bolton is here with more on that part of the story. Deirdre, good morning.
Good morning. With the Delta variant throwing a wrench in many companies' back to the office plans.
From various hospitals to big banks and more than 400 colleges and universities, some businesses across the country are now demanding employees get the vaccine.
I urge every employer, go to whatever form of mandate you are comfortable with, because it will help us fight COVID.
This week, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio pleaded with private employers to impose vaccination requirements as workers begin to head back to the office. And it's not the only city. San Francisco is requiring all of its municipal employees get vaccinated once the vaccines receive full approval from the FDA.
It was important for me to make sure that we set an example with our workforce.
In sports, the NFL sent a memo to players strongly urging them to get vaccinated, saying teams will forfeit and be slapped with a loss if a game is canceled because of a COVID-19 outbreak among unvaccinated players. And neither team's players will be paid. As for corporations, Morgan Stanley and BlackRock will bar unvaccinated employees from their New York offices. Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan Chase are making it mandatory for U.S.-based staff to disclose their vaccination status.
Many companies are so anxious to get back to work, and I think they are imposing vaccine policies, and employees do need to be aware of that.
Generally, legal experts say that employees can be fired for refusing the vaccine. There are exceptions for medical or religious reasons, but to be sure, the law community is going to have a very busy next few years. Matt?
Yeah, Deirdre, thank you so much. The legal ramifications of this are something we're watching. Joining us now, legal analyst Ariva Martin. Ariva, good morning. Thank you for joining us. So the first question is, people want to know, can employers legally require employees to get a vaccine?
The simple answer is yes, Matt. An employer can require its employees to be vaccinated. There is actually a Supreme Court case dating back to 1905 that upheld vaccine mandates for smallpox in the state of Massachusetts. And we've recently seen federal courts, both in Texas and in Indiana, uphold mandates that were implemented, one by the hospital in Texas and a university in Indiana.
I think a lot of people want to know, too, what protections or options do workers have in this situation?
There are some exceptions, Matt. If you have a disability, if you have some kind of medical condition that would allow you to opt out of a vaccine, that may be applicable if your employer goes to a mandate. Also, if you have a religious belief that prevents you from getting a vaccine, you may be able to use that. But generally speaking, employers can impose, rules, restrictions, regulations on its employees, and courts have upheld them. An employer can tell you on Friday, everyone has to wear green to work, and that would be considered legitimate. So employees have few options if they don't have a medical condition or a religious exemption.
So it sounds as if there will be a number of court challenges, but they won't succeed.
I think you're right about that, Matt. We're going to see a lot of litigation around this issue, employees who are going to challenge these mandates. But so far, federal district courts, like I said, have already upheld mandates, and there is that Supreme Court case. So I don't think employees are going to have many options. Some will have to opt out and decide they perhaps want to work someplace else. But employers at this point have the upper hand as it relates to vaccine mandates.
The ongoing legal battle will certainly be fascinating to watch. Ariva Martin with us this morning. Ariva, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Ruwa and Tishwa. Also want to give a shout out there to the Akim and Aqua, who is sincere in his truth, as well as the believers of this word, but not just believers, but doers as well. And again, to you, I'd like to say shalom. Alright, so you see it there. That's the news news clip we was just watching about them mandating this vaccine, man. You know, that thing. You know, See, it's finna really get hard out here, man. You know, as the live stream, through the spirit, power, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's the live stream I did yesterday, man. The prophet's been on the highways and byways telling you this, man. You know, and ultimately, this was the Lord speaking to the people. Because, you know, he uses his men. You know, you gotta be a fool to think the Lord will come down off his throne to tell you, hey, Bill, don't get vaccinated. You gotta be a complete fool, man. But let's get right into the scriptures. Now, Ecclesiastes, it's alright. Salah. Alright. Come on now. 21. Shoot. Alright, here we go. This book is alright, chapter 2, and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Yep. So, you know, that goes right into, you know, brothers often say, you know, it's not easy being an Israelite, man. You know, or don't just think, you know, being an Israelite and it stops there. You know, it's more to this than being an Israelite, man. You know, for you those who really know what this is about, man. You know, we know we're gonna go through temptation, man. You know, we're gonna go through hell, man. You know, and especially at this time, cause we're like a step away from Jacob's trouble right now. You know. So the Lord said, prepare thy soul for temptation. So what's wrong with a lot of people? They think this is just another phase of black culture, man. And that's not what it is. It's more to this, man. You know, because we're really a spiritual people, man. Your spirit is going to be tempted. You know, going to go through things, man. You know, your faith is going to be tried, man. You see? But, you know, things finna really get bad out here, man. Starting with this vaccine, you may lose your job. Well, ain't no may, most likely you will, man. Your house, your cars, you know, because you ain't gonna be able to go to work and pay your car note. You know, your phone as well, man. You ain't gonna be able to pay your phone bill. Man, it's finna get hell out here, man. You see? It's gonna be a way of faith to get, you know, to lead you through this situation. For we walk by faith, not by sight. You know, as it says in the book of Corinthians, man. You know, but just lead me to my next precept. And Lord willing, this not meant to be too long, man. Just, you know, another lesson short through the spirit of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI. You know, not the water Yahawah, the water YAHAWASHI. For getting this out. This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able. Yep. And that's not far-fetched, because look at the times, man. You're not finna be able to go to your stores and your bars, man. See, it's gonna be harder to actually live, man. You know, you finna be actually uncomfortable for a little while, man. You see? You know, and when I say a little while, you know, I'm talking about dealing with Jacob's trouble, because it says, you know, matter of fact, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Chapter 30, verse 7. Alright, alas, for for that day is great, so that none is like it. You see that word great, man. You know, see that word great, so you know it's gonna be pretty bad, man. It's gonna be really bad. But just continue so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that's what I mean by a little time, you know, a little while. You're gonna be uncomfortable for a little while. Cause we're gonna be saved out of it, man. You know, we just gotta hold faith and get through it. You know, through the spirit and power YAHAWASHI. You know. But I also want to get this point out as well in the book of Matthew 10 and verse 39. It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Yep. So, you take that vaccine if you want to, you gonna die. Point blank period, man. As well as the MOB. Because that vaccine is going to lead up to the MOB, man. You know? Because if you take that vaccine as well, you also seeking life. You seeking to last long in this society, man. You see a forward going in America. And America is only temporary, man. It's not going to be here for long, man. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. Whether you like it or not. Whether you believe or not, man. You see? And then it says, he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. And who are losing their lives for their sake? Their jobs. You know? Again, yeah, their jobs. Our normal way of living. You know? That is the hopeful elect, man. The men who are out here going on the highways and byways week in, week out, teaching this word, man, prophesying against Babylon the Great, man. Those are the ones who's going to lose their life for YAHAWASHI's sake, man. Because we know it's more to this, man. See, 2/3, they don't know it's more to America. You know, your average nigga don't see past America, man. You see? Well, yeah, man. You finna be tempted, Akim, as well as you, Aqua. Your faith is finna be tempted, man. You know, tried as well. You know? But, that's all I want to touch on. Lord Williams edified, you know, by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Don't mind to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Also want to give a shout out again to the Akim Aquath, who is sincere in his truth as well as believe, not just believe, but doers as well. And again, Lord willing, was edified. Till next time I say shalom.